Want to say your name? And
all right. My name is Sharon Gullett, and I am from Tyler, Texas. I'm an educator. Recently, I took a trip to Chicago, and we saw all the Chicago sites, the Bean, the Natural History Museum, all the things in Chicago. Then, as an adult, I'm able to talk to kids as they see movies and TV shows. Oh, do you know where that was made?
Yeah.
I stood right there on that bridge looking at the Chicago River, or that building is the Trump Tower in Chicago, because I, as an adult, have seen those and I can relate those to the kids.
That's cool.
It's been a very...
Then it made it more engaging for your students to be able to hear some of the real stories about it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's what I wanted to share.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
I also have another one.
Okay.
And this is a story.
All right.
Okay. This is an adult story. So do you want adult?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
As long as it's
a connection story.
PG-13.
Oh yeah,
okay.
right.
All
Okay.
right.
It definitely is. Okay. My name is Sharon Gullett, and I am from Tyler, Texas, and I'm an educator. I have a friend who writes a blog, and it's a personal blog, stories of things that happen in her life. And she wrote a very poignant blog entry about her husband, who was a PJ in the Navy. Parajumper in the Navy. And he went to parajumper school prior to Vietnam War. And he and his buddies finished school, and then they drew names for their assignment. And he drew Vietnam, and his partner drew Guam. And his partner said, "I'll trade you." His partner wanted to take Vietnam and give him Guam because he had just gotten married recently. So they did. And my friend's husband went off to Guam and had a very successful career. A few months after he was in Guam, his CO called him in and said, "I need to give you a message." And his friend had died in Vietnam.
Wow.
So my friend's husband has always been a minister or in the police department as a way to share and give back, to pay back.
Right, yeah.
Okay, now here's where the technology comes in. There is a librarian here in Austin for Last Wake High School, Eanes ISD, and one of her high school projects is for her kids to take names from the Vietnam Wall and do a research, to do a PowerPoint and post it on the wall. So just so happens that I was able to connect my friend and her husband to that name, his name that he picked, Charles King, and indeed they went to Vietnam, up to the wall a couple of summers ago and just revisited that whole thing. So it was a connection we made through technology that we would never have made before.
Yeah.
Just
and then
sharing.
that story, and then
the story, right, to make it together.
Giving back, and then that whole thing
it was just
possibly inspired another generation.
A real inspirational story for me.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.